Look at me. Look at me right now. This is the face of a man who needs sleep. Hi, my name is Kyle Tomcat Williams, and today I will be reacting to the Animatrix, which it came out in '03, I think, either before or after. I think probably before, I'm assuming. Um, the Matrix Reloaded and Revolutions, because I know it's supposed to fill in some of the in between gaps as to what was going on and kind of give you some of the background, I'm guessing, on. Shoot, what's the name of their civilization? I can't even remember. Man, I'm telling you, it's been too long since I've watched The Matrix, and it's only been a couple weeks. Anyways, I'm excited to get a little bit more of the lore. I'm not usually a big fan of anime. The artwork's not really the issue all the time. Sometimes it is, but it's just not something that really generally interests me. But because this is the Matrix, I think that I'm sure I'll like it, and I think it's at least I'm suspecting that it's in different art styles, anime art styles, because it's multiple short films, right, over the span of an hour and 40 minutes. So I'm definitely curious to see what it's going to be like. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to go ahead and watch next. I'm thinking that it'll probably be Lethal Weapon 2. I'm also wanting to watch more of the Quentin Tarantino movies. I know that. I need to watch another one of those here soon. And also another Guy Ritchie movie, which would be nice. And I kind of would like to watch some more Edgar Wright movies as well. I've only seen Baby Driver and Shaun of the Dead, of course, which I did on my channel, and you can go check that out if you're interested. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's get started. 3, 2, 1. The Second Renaissance Part 1. Okay. I love the mythology of the Matrix, honestly. I really enjoy Greek mythology, and like I said in my Reloaded reaction, I think I've included that part, that the Matrix kind of reminds me of almost Greek mythology in a way.
But humanity's so-called civil societies soon fell victim to vanity.
So this is back before the Matrix. This would be an interesting movie to have, actually.
Man become the architect of his own demise.
Yeah, the machines got fed up with being our slaves, I guess.
But
I always enjoyed the concept of machines like Data from Star Trek Next Generation. Like the episode, what was the episode called? I can't remember the name of the episode, where he's on trial to see if it's something where he should be given the same rights as a normal Starfleet officer. An excellent episode, especially if you like philosophy. Whenever, I mean, even if it doesn't have like a practical real world application, I think it's really good for their world and really deep.
B166ER, for he was the first of his kind to rise up against his masters.
It's gonna be bloody.
The prosecution argued for an owner's right.
Holy cow.
The leaders of men were quick to order the extermination of B166ER and every one of his kind throughout each province of the earth.
Human sympathizer and age robot. Really? That would make sense. That totally would happen in this situation. Jeez. Kind of makes me want to go watch iRobot. Rule number 1. I can't remember the rules, but I liked that movie growing up. Remember when iRobot looked really good, special effects wise? Maybe it's because I was a kid, but like, I remember it looked great. How old was I when it came out? Did that come out in like what, 06, 05? No, maybe that's 04. I can't remember, but I really like an iRobot. Dang, that's crazy.
They settled in the cradle of human civilization, and thus a new nation was born.
Really?
And they christened the nation 01.
Hey, the Sentinel things, right?
01 prospered.
01.
And for a time,
Binary, right? Or is that more 0001 or something? Oh, hey, the ships.
The human nation's credit rating is falling like a stone, while 01's currency is climbing without stopping for breath.
01's ambassadors pleaded to be heard. They presented plans for a stable civil relationship with the nations of man. 01's admission to the United Nations was denied.
Ooh, robots wearing underwear? Jeez. The Second Renaissance, Part 2. Part 2. Part 2.
The prolonged barrage engulfed
Jeez.
01 in the glow of 1,000 suns.
Right, because they nuked them.
But unlike one after another, mankind surrendered its territories.
Yeah, don't start a war you can't finish, idiots.
A final solution. The destruction of the sky.
That's always a good idea. Destroy what keeps you alive.
Operation Dark Storm initiated.
To cut the machines off from the sun,
Jeez.
their main energy source.
And our main source of life. That seems so extreme, dude. Just say, hey, sorry for trying to... Oh, that's cool. Could you imagine that in live action? Especially with the special effects they use in Resurrections? That would be so cool. I think in the first Matrix, I don't know if they refer to them as the machines. They generally, I think, referred to them as, I guess, an AI more than anything else. And it wasn't until, like, Reloaded that I heard them saying, well, that's cool, saying the machines. It's because they had this lore planned out. This would be a cool prequel movie. I mean, if they could get the visuals down right, that'd be really cool. The visuals would be really important to me, though. And explode. Ugh, nasty. Do it again. Oof. Ugh. What's happening?
The machines, having long studied men's simple protein-based bodies, the machines turned to an alternate and readily available power supply. The bioelectric, thermal, and kinetic energies of the human body. The machine drawing power from the human body, an endlessly multiplying, infinitely renewable energy source.
I guess maybe a live action might have too many penises.
We demand it.
Wow. Overkill, can I say? Yeah. I guess it's a you nuke me, I nuke you type of thing. And we've seen that imagery from the movies. Oh, yay, radiation. Or is that people? I don't know. It's something. It's ash, at least. Oh, maybe it is. No, I don't know. This is going to be disturbing, isn't it? Whoa. What? Okay. So that was the first Matrix, pretty much. Mr. Anderson. So who is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be an AI or just more symbolic? I don't know. I keep doing that. Imagine this with my headset. Speaking of this headset, it's actually really cool. This was given to me by one of my sister-in-laws. Okay, cool. Kind of a more HD sort of look.
They're runners. Think you can handle them?
Watch me.
Yeah, just throw your monkey at him. That'd be funny. So is this on the surface? Oh, poopy. Jeez. Seriously, this is the surface, I guess, right? That's really cool.
Okay, I'm in.
Maybe I should have watched this in sections, because I'm telling you, I'm dying here. Hey. Dude, is she controlling it somehow? lightning gun. The thing is brutal if shot right.
Thanks. Do you think it'll convert?
To convert is its choice to make.
Interesting. So they had kind of machine conversion before Resurrections even came out, right?
Means by making them our slaves, better to let them join us by choice.
Make them
Interesting.
believe that the right choice is the one we want them to make.
So they going in to convince the machine or the program or whatever to join them and help them out.
Hello there.
This is weird. Why? Does it look like this? They're giggling and running away from the machine. I don't. I'm really confused right now. Like, the machine looks pretty confused as well. This animation's interesting in this one. It's a little weird. What is happening? How is this going to convince anybody they need help? Okay, this is the one I might fall asleep to. Oh, this is just weird. I honestly don't even know how to unpack it. Let me know like what I'm missing on this, because I don't find myself caring a whole lot about this one. It's just weird. Like, I guess there's a little bit of information that was interesting, kind of them suggesting the idea of letting machines join or programs join years ahead of or before Matrix Resurrections. So that's pretty cool. But overall, so far, I'm kind of disappointed with this one. So it's the idea, maybe they're trying to teach it that they're stronger together? Is that the idea? So are they giving like the machine like nightmare type stuff just so he or she appreciates what it is that humanity has to offer? Is that the idea? Well, that's aggressive. Jeez. Jeez, I'm telling you, I'm falling asleep. I'm so sorry, guys. I think this one's interesting, but... Did it just get her too? Interesting. He hooked himself up here? What's he doing? Taking over her consciousness? That would be crazy. Jeez. Oh, struggling. It's been hard ever since I got sick. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jeez, could you imagine like being somebody that's all that just drops dead? Like, I mean, obviously you don't know you're in the Matrix. Jeez. Wow, that was the end of that? Dang. That's crazy. I like that they use that as an opportunity to tell multiple small self-contained stories about the Matrix and within the Matrix. I'm gonna go through. I went ahead and pulled up while I was watching that a list of the different ones, just because I'm obviously not gonna remember because I'm super sleepy. But let's start at the beginning. I did like. Well, hold on. The second Renaissance part 1 and part 2, I liked both of those quite a bit, just because it gave you a little backstory on how everything with the Matrix started to begin with. So I really like that. So that was cool, amongst other things like technologies and stuff like that. And the reason why the programs turned on us were so, or the machines turned on us, which I appreciate getting that backstory. And then program, what was program? Oh yeah, it was a very, very Japanese sort of stylistic one where it was this training simulation, and there was a simulation about what if somebody asked you to turn on your team or on the resistance on Zion, and she did well on that one. And punched her brother in the face. Sorry about my burp. Excuse me. And then there's world record, which I think was the runner, right? Yeah, the runner. That was interesting. I can't remember exactly how that ended, but I did like it. There's certain aspects of the artwork that I liked, but there's some of it that I was like, it's a little strange, like the way his face looked sometimes. I just thought was weird. But sounds like he was definitely meant to be out of the Matrix and to be woken up. And then there was Kid's Story, which I liked that one quite a bit. I thought that was interesting. Of course, it has hold on, I'm reading something real quick here. It says the next scene fades out as the kid awakens in the real world to see Neo and Trinity watching over him. The remark of obviously stuff we've seen. He achieves self-substantiation, removing oneself from the Matrix without external aid. Obviously, I got all that, which is considered impossible. In both the scene and Matrix Reloaded, the kid believes that Neo is the one who saved him. I didn't read the whole thing. Okay, this takes place between the 6-month gap between the Matrix and the Matrix Reloaded, where Neo has joined the crew of the Nebuchadnezzar and is helping the rebels free the other humans. The kid, Clayton Weston, who was formerly known as Michael Carl Popper, is a disaffected teenager who feels that there's something wrong with the world one night. Okay, so is he the kid that was showcased in a little bit in the Matrix Reloaded and then had a bigger part in Revolutions, to where he was like he ends up stepping in to control the robot and everything and actually save the day? Was that the same kid? I wonder if that's the same kid. I'm assuming it's the same kid. Let me stop that recording real quick actually, but I'm guessing that's the same kid. That's kind of cool if so. I'm trying to look and see, but I don't know, my computer's really slow if I try to do too much. But I did like that one a lot. I thought that was a good one. Enjoyed the stylistic tendencies of it, and that was really kind of cool. And so then we got Beyond. Which one was that one? Okay, that one was alright. Honestly, it was okay. I get what they were doing with it, but it felt a little boring. So she got to see a little bit of like the kind of glitch in the Matrix, and it was implied that it was something to where she was never going to be at peace knowing about those bizarre occurrences, that there's something wrong there. It's something that she would never be able to accept the world around her, I don't think, anymore. I think she was going to fixate on that, if that was just me. Maybe that was just me. Maybe I'm wrong. But A Detective Story, I really like that one. I thought that was a good one. Obviously not just because excuse me, because Trinity in it, although that was definitely a plus for me because Trinity's a great character. But I like the idea that he gets hired by the agents essentially to go try to hunt down Trinity, which he does. And then the idea that like literally right next to her they tried to change into him, that like an agent tried to appear, that blows my mind. I think that's a little crazy. That kind of blows my mind, because they literally tried to, like, they were going to kill him right then and there. That answers actually a lot of my questions, honestly, and questions I didn't even have, honestly. Which it makes sense why she went ahead and shot him, obviously, and it stopped him from like transforming. And I think it was interesting that even without knowing, he understood and he accepted what she did, as her having a good reason for it, honestly. So I like that. Matriculated, I did not like that one, really. I thought that was honestly a little boring. It just felt really random. I think I get what they were doing, that it was about trying to manipulate the machine, but it just all felt weird. So she was dead at the end. Was the machine just communicating with the last part of her brain that was active before she died? I don't know. Interesting. But anyways, and then the flight of the Osiris, obviously the final flight of the Osiris. I thought that was interesting. I did like that one, although it started out just so horny. It's just like a little over the top, but it was a little funny. It made me laugh at least. Captain Thaddeus, the blindfold, swarm fight. I like the stylistic attitude of it, like, and I thought the choreography was really kind of cool, and the animation was kind of cool. I kind of miss animation like that. That's not as polished as it is nowadays, although I do love the kind of polished, cool, like, very ultra realistic and pretty and bright animation of nowadays, and things like Moana or El Canto or Soul, which I haven't finished yet, but I'm gonna be watching that probably like tomorrow, the rest of the way with the day after with my daughter, because she was really liking all the colors, and I think the jazzy music, I think she was enjoying that. But like, there's something about the final flight of the Osiris, that type of animation, that I kind of miss a little bit, because there's a few movies like that that was good, and I think this one did it really well. Honestly, the movement felt like people jumping around. I wonder if they used people as like literally people doing some of the jumps and like choreography as kind of an example of how they should move, because it looks like there's like weight behind them and everything, so it was really good. But I like that one. I thought it was good. It was showing them sacrificing themselves to notify Zion of the army that was coming. Let me know if any of this stuff applies, that I missed, applies to the Matrix trilogy as a whole, or even the Matrix Resurrections, because obviously it meant matriculated. They're talking about wanting to convert a machine or an AI or something to that effect, which is exactly what happens in Resurrections. Spoiler alert, obviously, is that that's part of it. So that's interesting. What should I say? I think that's pretty much it. I think my favorite out of these might either be it might be, I think I said when I was watching these, a detective story. I think a detective story is my favorite out of those. And then I like Kid's Story. I think that was good. And then I think Final Flight of the Osiris. And then I'll go ahead and I'll put the first and second, or the second Renaissance Part 1 and 2. I'll put that kind of next. And then I'll put Program right after that one, and then World Record, although that one I actually probably need to watch again because it was a little confusing in parts of it, just because of that kind of jumping back. I kind of got that weird shiver. Did you see that? Then maybe Beyond, and then Matriculated. And I actually did like Beyond. I don't know why I rated that one so low. Maybe I need to put that like above World Record. I think World Record was a little lower than Beyond. I don't know. Anyways, I liked it though. I actually liked it a little more than I thought I was going to. It actually went by a lot faster than I expected it to, honestly. So I'm glad that that's something I watched. It gives me a little background. I think honestly, I guess the most important things for the background of the Matrix, at least as far as I see it, is the second Renaissance, obviously, because it gives you a little bit of the background there. But geez, sorry, I should have put product in my hair. It's making it fall in my face, and it's driving me a little nuts. But I found it interesting. I'd be really curious to see some of the extras on that. It looks like there aren't any on HBO Max where I'm watching it, which is sucky. Yeah, those things were super sexual sometimes. Like that last one, it's just, oh goodness, it was a little funny, made me laugh. Anyways, I really enjoyed watching that. Let me know what you think. What do you think of the Animatrix? Are you guys fans of anime? I'm assuming if you watch the Matrix, you probably are. At least if you're watching the Matrix and you watch this. As far as my reaction goes, I'm sure you probably do. But yeah, I did like this quite a bit. I like the story. I thought they did a really good job. My chair just is cracking like crazy. I need to stop like trying to lean back. But I did enjoy it. I at least most of them. Sorry about the falling asleep a little bit. I'm sure you could probably see that on camera. But it is what it is. I am going to try to, I think, next, hopefully watch the Lethal Weapon 2, I think that'll be a good way to go. Kind of stick with a series like I did with this one. That might be good for my channel. And if you have an opportunity and you want to see if anything else comes out on the Matrix or anything like that, obviously, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and you'll get out. I'll get out any reactions to anything or reviews or whatever as it comes out if you want to hear my thoughts on it. And if you want to see any other kind of styles of videos from me, whether it's reviews or rankings or anything like that, let me know that too. Actually tomorrow, or I guess now it's not tomorrow, I guess now it's like 2:21, so later this evening, I guess, it says it's 2:21 a.m. in the evening after work, I'm going to go see Spider-Man No Way Home. I haven't seen it yet. It's the 11th of January. I don't have a whole lot of money, and I got some money for Christmas from some family members and stuff, so that's going to allow my wife and I to go out on a date, watch Spider-Man No Way Home. And I really do appreciate you guys watching. I just hit over 300 subscribers, which obviously to a lot of other YouTubers isn't a big deal, and I'm probably progressing a little slower. I don't know why exactly, but maybe I need to put some more like eye-catching things in the background. Maybe I need to be more handsome. I know there's foot fetishists online. Maybe I need to show my feet more. I don't know. Probably not. But anyways, but I will definitely be continuing to upload. I'm hitting my watch hours for the last 365 days very soon. Most of that watch hours was in the last 90 days, honestly, since I started doing movies. So I wasted like 8 months or 9 months, on TV shows, and TV shows just aren't doing it for me as far as like getting me, the views and the subscribers and all that stuff. So I really do appreciate you all watching my reaction to the Animatrix, and I'm assuming the Animatrix trilogy, or the Matrix trilogy, along with the new one. I really do. If there's anything that you are interested in me watching, or that if you have any questions about my thoughts on this, or if it's something to where you want to correct me on something, or even tell me your ranking of these, and honestly, long-winded comments I'm fine with. I don't mind reading them and then trying to respond in my own long-winded way. So get back to me however you can on that. I am so tired. I am so ready to go sleep. I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I'm going to go pee, and then I'm going to collapse into bed. Oh, that sounds wonderful. The bed sounds wonderful. Do you ever think that? Look at this. Look at me. Look at me right now. This is the face of a man who needs sleep. You don't want to see the face of this man. It's disturbing. All right. Anyways, I will be shutting down, and I will be watching more things, of course. And if you want me to do anything else, take a look at anything else, or would like to hear my reaction, my review on various things, then check it out. And by the time this is out, of course, I will have my review for Spider-Man No Way Home, so check that out too. Also, check me out on my Patreon if you want to support me. The amount of uploads on that has been a little slow, just because being sick, that's beat me up. So I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me. It's been wonderful. I've really enjoyed it. It's been so much fun, and it was a really fun year. I hope you guys had a good 2021, and I wish you guys a fantastic 2022. And I'll see you next time.